Just to let the community know that our audit for 2016-2017 is complete and it's now on the website for anyone to review. Just visit www.sixnations.ca. And just with respect to the honorarium and travel for the Chief and Council, I want to point out again this year that the travel portion does not go directly to Chief and Council. Those costs are used for hotel, air, and meals while in travel status. And we'll have more information on the audit in next month's update. The annual Assembly of First Nations conference was held in Regina from July 25th to 27th. I attended along with Councillors Terry General and Charlie Wayne Martin. Some of the items discussed were a presentation by the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General, Jody Wilson-Raybould. She spoke about the 10 principles recently released by the federal government, which outlined the principles that they will be using to guide them as they begin discussions with First Nations on reconciliation. She also talked about the federal working group on the review of laws and policies that she is chairing. The Chiefs of Ontario Political Confederacy also had the opportunity to meet separately with Minister Wilson-Raybould. Minister Carolyn Bennett, the Minister of Indigenous Affairs, also made a presentation and an announcement that First Nations are now allowed to carry funds over from one year to another if it is not spent in the year it was received. Minister Ralph Goodale, Public Safety, and the Minister Catherine McKenna, Environment and Climate Change, also made separate presentations on policing, emergency services, and the environment and climate change. Vicky Tolley-Corbis, the UN Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Indigenous People, was also present. She spoke about how the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples could be implemented. There were also a number of dialogue sessions on a variety of issues, including the Federal Law and Policy Review, Environmental Regulatory Review, water, housing, infrastructure, health, gaming, and economic development. Between myself and the two councillors who attended with me, we attended the different sessions. We also heard reports from the Elders Council, the Women's Council, and the Youth Council. And congratulations go out to Councillor Mark Hill, who was elected as the co-chair of the AFN Youth Council. There was a brief presentation as well on the renewal of the AFN Charter and a restructuring of the Assembly of First Nations. There were a number of resolutions presented on a variety of issues related to work to be done in the future. And as I mentioned earlier, there was a long session with two commissioners of the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women's Inquiry.